The worst things about the Titleist T100 iron. So what is so bad about this club? Well, think about this. If you are someone who wants a little bit more help with your irons, you're hitting it all across the face, you get big drop-offs in distance because your strike isn't so good, maybe you should be considering the 350 instead. So what you get from the 350 is similar looks, Titleist styling, not quite the same top lines. This is thicker, this is definitely thinner. So yes, this looks nicer, depending on what you define as nice, where the 350 looks friendlier. But what you're going to get is possibly a little bit more help from 350 over 100. So you're looking at 100 because you're excited about the new Titleist irons. I get it, they look great. But the worst thing about this iron is it might not be as friendly as this one, subject to how you strike the ball. The next worst part about the T100 is they might not hit the kind of distance bracket you want your ball to go because the lofts are relatively true. They're truer to more what we think a 7-iron should be lofted. So if you're someone who's testing T100, you love it, the looks, the sound, the feel, oh, this is the club, I'm a tour pro, but it doesn't go the distance that you want, that's going to be to do with the static loft and then in turn the loft you deliver. So possibly, again, the 350 might be better. You're going to get those looks, like I've mentioned before, but you're going to get stronger lofts. Now, stronger lofts obviously is a tricksy way of doing it. I get it. You don't want stronger lofts. But got to remember the peak height on these modern clubs when they strengthen the lofts, because of where they put the weight, because of channels and stuff and tech that they use in their big fancy words, it will still peak height very similar, if not higher, than T100. So if you're someone who hits balls into greens and they just don't stop, you're going to have to improve your peak height, which in turn will improve your descent angle, make it come down steeper, which will give you a better chance of stopping it. Yes, this will spin more, this will spin less, but that's going to have a very small effect. Peak height, stroke descent angle is far going to outweigh that. So biggest problem with T100 is it might not hit the distance needs you require, subject to what you put in, which is where 350 might be a better option. If you're a good player, if you're a beginner player, whatever you are, make sure you get the clubs that work best for you. These are both good really, but for lots of golfers, I reckon 350 probably would win a few more competitions than 100, because unfortunately, we're not tour players, are we?